In our first 2 seasons, we explored compelling evidence of extraterrestrial visits, from ancient cave paintings to modern-day encounters. We examined historical records, from Columbus Journal to Admiral Byrd's accounts, analyzed UFO crashes, and reviewed credible military sightings like the Tic Tac incident. We also tackled hoaxes and mysteries that remain unresolved. Now, in addition, the current research, The Aliens Step In, a thrilling novel exploring first contact and time travel. Could science fiction become reality? Here's Colonel Gene.
It's Colonel Gene again. During the first 2 seasons of Alien Agenda, we looked at a wide variety of material to learn if other intelligent life has been or is visiting us on planet Earth. We started with images of our ancestors saw thousands of years ago and recorded on caves and cliffs that indicated they saw visitors from space. We look at paintings from the 15th century that show what looks like spaceships in the sky. We read an account from the personal diary of Christopher Columbus, where he reported seeing a spacecraft dive into the ocean and disappear in 1492. We have the riveting account from Admiral Byrd's personal diary about an amazing race of beings that live under Antarctica. We have looked at the 1941 and 1947 crashes of alien spacecraft and looked at some of the most recent and credible sightings to date. 2 of the most difficult to discount were the 1968 encounter with 2 saucer-shaped aircraft and the Australian destroyer the Hobart in Vietnam. And the second was called the Tic Tac incident in November of 2004, when during a naval exercise, the entire fleet saw numerous elongated spacecraft that looked like Tic Tacs hovering over the ships. We look in some detail about the testimony under oath before Congress in 2002 and 2003 of 3 government officials, 2 of them pilots, who believe that we are and have been visited by extraterrestrials. We have looked at a few reports and incidents that were clearly made up. One of the most famous is the 1992 report that an alien-looking astronaut was discovered on a 16th century cathedral in Spain during a restoration. The image was in fact placed on the church by a workman involved with this restoration. Then we have some evidence that is what I call in the gray area. The elongated skulls found in 1927 in Peru, where we have conflicting DNA studies. One study claims the DNA taken from the teeth in this skull is nothing like anything on Earth, while another study claims the opposite. We have the London hammer that some claim is 500,000 years old and looks like a hammer that was used in the 1800s. Although it appears encrusted in a way that some claim prove it is hundreds of thousands of years old, the owner of the hammer has refused to allow carbon dating of the wooden handle that would clearly establish the age of this artifact. In addition to hosting Alien Agenda and conducting my extensive research about UFOs, I am a best-selling author. One of my books is entitled The Aliens Step In. This book talks about a possible look at what happens if we have undisputed contact with alien life. Yes, my book is fiction, but from the evidence we have reviewed, the aliens step in may not be as far from reality as you may think. In 1870, when Jules Verne wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, we knew nothing about nuclear submarines. When Gene Roddenberry wrote Star Trek, we did not have phasers, but today these weapons exist. I believe at one time the term science fiction is something that just may not have yet happened. Somehow a few people seem to have the ability to shed light and have knowledge about things that someday become reality. My novel, The Aliens Step In, may contain elements that could someday become true. The storyline begins with the Chinese going back in time to alter the past. We detect that they have done this as some things begin to disappear. Yes, my adventure contains the fantasy that we can go back and forward in time This idea of being able to time travel was contemplated in Einstein's theories, as well as the possibility was considered by Stephen Hawking. In my novel, the American time travel team returns to the time and place where the Chinese have gone in an attempt to reverse the changes that they have made. In this effort, we trigger a catastrophic event that impacts the greater universe. This causes the long-awaited direct alien contact with Earthlings. During the midst of the disruption we caused, the alien commander, Sansa Tobek, appears in our super-secret time travel facility after restoring everything back to normal that we had disrupted. He informs us that Earthlings are playing with something they do not understand and that they must stop all time travel activities. He dramatically demonstrates his ability to enforce his demand, but indicates that he will offer an alternative to simply preventing our activities by force. He explains that he has been directed to take a delegation from Earth to his home planet Galmar to meet with their supreme leader. What follows is an exciting adventure that takes representatives from Russia, China, and the United States to Planet Galmar to learn of a fantastic gift that Earthlings will be offered to end all of their time travel activities both to the past and in the future. The adventures are mind-boggling as we look at our first intelligent life thousands of years beyond us and what they may be like and capable of doing. The gift that we accept from the aliens will enable humans to learn really what has taken place on Earth in the past. Do not miss the Alien Step In. It is an adventure that you can get from Amazon and other book retailers, as well as at your local bookstore. You can learn more about this adventure as well as all of my other books by going to my website. I hope you enjoy this departure from our past episodes and that you'll tell your friends about Alien Agenda as well as my writing. Until next time, this is Colonel Gene signing off from Planet Earth.
In The Alien Step In, a secret Chinese mission alters the past, forcing the U.S. to intervene, unleashing a chain reaction that draws the attention of an advanced alien race. Commander Sansa Tobek issues a warning: Earth must stop all time travel. But instead of force, he offers a solution: a delegation to Planet Galmar, where a mysterious gift awaits, one that could change how we understand Earth's history forever. Find out what happens in The Alien Step In, available now on Amazon and major book retailers. Learn more at genepablebooks.com.